Alright, so Mario Kart World has been out for almost a month at this point, and it's a really fun game. The open world looks beautiful, the character model and animations are really good, and the core gameplay is just as fun as ever. It's just overall a really great game. Now, is it $80 worth? Hell no, but luckily I technically got it for $50 due to the console bundle, so that's good at least. Pricing aside, this is still a damn good game. And why wouldn't it be? It's Mario Kart. It was guaranteed to be a fun time, especially for online multiplayer, just like Mario Kart 8 did for the past 11 years. Good God, has it really been that long? Now, while online races have been very fun for the 35 hours I've played, I just wanted to take off the rose-tinted glasses for a second and actually talk about the online aspect of the game itself. Because while I love this game, there are a couple aspects with the online specifically that makes me wonder if I prefer this game over Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Why exactly? Well, it mainly has to do with the thing that makes this game unique in the first place, which is the open world itself. As the game's title says, the tracks in this game take place in an interconnected world where you can drive off the track and go anywhere. Now, with this newfound freedom, Nintendo included these intermission tracks where you drive from the previous track to your new one and race one lap once. Race one lap once? Why did I put that there? And race there for one lap once you get there. To be honest, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of these intermission races. Not that I hate them, but I just prefer the standard 3-lap races that we've gotten used to instead of driving on these long and empty roads. Alright, so if I'm not a fan of them, then why don't I just stick with the 3-lap races? Well, that's the neat thing. I can't stick with those 3-lap races. Yeah, so whenever you're playing the standard racing mode online, you are given 3 options on where you want to race next. And almost all of them will be intermission races. You can tell by the way that there's like a line that drags to it, you know, like, because you gotta drive over there. There is the oddball chance that one of those will be a standard 3-lap race, but it doesn't really happen all that often from my time playing, and since it's only one track, you better hope it's actually one that you like playing on. There used to be a way to always guarantee a 3-lap race by selecting the random option, which would, well, you know, randomly select a track to race on. However, on the June 25th update for the game, Nintendo included the intermission tracks in the random selection too. So while they didn't outright remove 3-lap races from the random selection like some people on Twitter would tell you, it does sting for those like me who aren't a fan of those intermission races. Again, this game is still really fun even with the intermission tracks not being my favorite. But to be honest, when I'm playing this game online, I'm not usually doing the main races. But instead, I'm doing the new mode that's introduced in this game, Knockout Tour. Now for those that haven't played Mario Kart World yet, which, to be honest, I don't really blame you. Knockout Tour is essentially Battle Royale, where you have to race between multiple sections of the map, with each checkpoint reducing how many players are left. Until there's one last person, which, you know, first person, yeah. And yes, when I say sections, I am talking about intermission races back to back. Which makes me sound like a contrarian after what I just said in the last segment, but I feel like the way they handle it in this mode specifically works way better than standard races. Since Knockout Tour is going for more of a Battle Royale approach, you are always engaged with everything happening around you just to make sure that you don't fall too far behind. Which compared to standard races, there isn't that much pressure since you will still be able to participate in that final lap even if you're dead last. And with how overpowered bagging can be in this game, you might actually end up being in first place if you stay in the back. These races are always a blast to play through with how chaotic and hectic things can get. However, there is one major flaw about this mode that makes me worry that it might become stale at some point. And it's the variety with this mode. As of the time of this video's release, Knockout Tour only has 8 rallies to play on, which in my Okay, Fortnite's loading up. Great, that's what I get for recording at Item Shop Reset. Knockout Tour currently only has 8 rallies to play on, which in my personal opinion feels a bit lacking. Now I understand that something like this definitely takes a lot of time to fine-tune just to be able to get to point A, to point B, to point C, etc, etc. But if you're going to create 200 intermission tracks for this game, then I don't see how you couldn't have made more rallies out of them. I've also started to notice that some of these rallies tend to overlap with each other with the routes that they have, most notably with the Cloud Rally and the Heart Rally, as they both start with Airship Fortress and Shy Guy Bazaar, with the difference being that the Cloud Rally starts with Airship Fortress and the Heart Rally starts with Shy Guy Bazaar. These overlaps can make certain rallies blend in with each other, and while that's expected with this game's slightly shorter track list of 30 compared to the normal 32 that we get from Mario Kart games, it still makes this decision to stop at 8 rallies feel strange. Hopefully later down the line we'll get to see more Knockout Tour rallies through game updates, but at this time we don't really know if there's going to be any content updates for this game. The most we know about post-launch content updates is the producer saying that 200cc would maybe get added at a later date. Which, by the way, small side tangent, why isn't 200cc in this game? You have this giant open world, you have these intermission races. Hell, Knockout Tour at a faster speed would be so fun. Nintendo, why do you like this? Anyways, small tangent aside, I still love this game. And while I have issues with how online has been handled, hopefully Nintendo can allow guaranteed 3-lap races in public lobbies and more Knockout Tour rallies. And please don't make this paid DLC. $80 for the base game is already greedy enough. I don't want to spend more money. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about today. If Nintendo irons out these issues, then I could see myself playing this game for years to come. But for now, all we have to do is wait and see if Nintendo decides to listen and make online a better experience for everyone. In the meantime, I'll be playing more Mario Kart World to get the most out of the $500 I had to spend for this game before spending another $90 to play Sonic Racing Crossroads in a few months. Good God, I need cheaper hobbies. Hey everyone, just wanted to say thanks for watching. This part is completely unscripted. It's like 2 in the morning, but seriously though, thank you very much for sticking to the end. I've been wanting to get back into YouTube for a while now. My upload schedule kind of shows that I haven't been as active as I once was, and that's a shame because, I like making these videos. I like yapping about video games that I really enjoy. So, like, each view counts, each thumbs up counts, each subscribe counts, and, thank you. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and, leave a comment saying how I did. I'm still trying to get used to this, like, like, long form, talkative type of content. I still haven't really gotten all that good because I'm, kind of like, I don't know. like right now, that's a good example of why I'm not good at these. But yeah, I think I've like rambled on enough. I think I've like rambled on enough. So yeah, so yeah, I don't know how to end this. uh, just thanks for watching. Have a good day, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.